Well, our reporter, that's Aldrin Sampear, has been tracking that breaking story for us now. He joins us on the desk. Good afternoon, Aldrin. Always a pleasure having you on the news desk. It does look like Public Protector Hulley is still weighing her options for now. It's going to be interesting to see how she maneuvers around this one.
Well, certainly. When we spoke to her earlier on today, she was quite careful in the wording that she uses coming to this matter. She said that they only received the papers this morning. That's her legal team, and they're still studying those papers. While they will take a decision probably later this afternoon or early in the mornings, where we'll get some sort of response from her office, what it is that they want to do. But something else that she did say is that any intention by government to uphold the Constitution or any institution of the Constitution is something that she'll definitely welcome. And remember that since this whole Nkandla debacle started, she has been the one who's been saying that I don't want this matter to go to court. I'm not the type of person that wants to see an institution of government, because remember that it's a Chapter 9 institution taking on government, see all these things taking place in front of a court of law.
Aldrin, how is the President's late night statement going down with opposition parties like the DA and the EFF today?
Well, we've certainly seen the response from the DA. They're saying that it's quite late. They want the matter to go all the way to the Constitutional Court. The EFF also on the other side, they're still deciding their options as well. They're still meeting with their lawyers and deciding whether or not they want to go ahead with this matter. But what we should remember is that it was the EFF that first went to the Constitutional Court with this matter, and then the DA subsequently joined the matter. And now we had the Public Protector as well, who successfully applied to be part of this argument around the powers of the Public Protector, as well as whether President Jacob Zuma should pay back a portion of the money spent on Nkandla.
Aldrin, these applications by the DA and the EFF, is it too late for them to withdraw right now? And what's the next step for them if this matter does not end up in the Constitutional Court? Well,
it's certainly not too late to withdraw. You can actually withdraw even on the day of the court case next week, Tuesday. But going forward, if this matter does not go all the way to the Constitutional Court, that would mean that the highest court that has ever ruled on the powers of the Public Protector was the Supreme Court of Appeals in the Pravin matter, when the COO, when there was an argument around his suspension, as well as forcing the SABC to have a disciplinary hearing against Pravin. Now, we know that Pravin as well as the SABC have decided that they're not going ahead with that matter. So the ruling of the Supreme Court of Appeal states that you cannot ignore the recommendations of the Public Protector.
This Nkandla saga has been hanging like a big black cloud over the nation for some time now. Why did the President not just say he's going to pay back the money at the outset? In fact, is he just trying to avoid a face-off in the Constitutional Court? Because it would be rather embarrassing for a sitting head of state to be ordered to pay back money for his own home by the highest court in the land.
Well, that's some of the arguments that some political commentators have been raising, that the President could have paid back the money back in 2014 when Kimi Makwetu released the report on Secure and Comfort, but he didn't. It went all the way to Parliament. Remember, there were several parallel investigations as well. It was the investigations by the Police Ministry, Public Works, the SIU, and there was the ad hoc committee on Nkandla that was set up. And all those institutions, except for the SIU, which was only looking at who should be held liable for some of the money that has been incurred, that said that the President is not liable to pay any of the money that the Public Protector recommended rather that the President should be paying back a portion.
Thank you, Aldrin. That was our reporter, Aldrin Sampear, joining us on the News Today desk.